another take.
I think we did the other one on the first take.
Go to.
This week on the Brody and Mo In-Law Show.
It's close.
This week on the Brody and Mo In-Law Show.
That was it. Welcome everybody to the Brody and Mo In-Law Show, where we commiserate about Arizona sports, collaborate on being dads to daughters, and conversate on the pressing matters of today. Brody.
Hi.
We're in the same room.
I can see you.
For the first, I mean, we always see each other.
Well, we do see each other. You're not you're a hologram.
I could be.
I've never seen a hologram, so I don't know what it looks like.
Have you ever seen a hologram that has a broken foot? I think I would change that if I was a hologram, because I'd probably have some kind of spatial recognition.
So you would actually you would fix that part of you? It's become a part of you now, though. That's like changing your personality, is changing your foot. I don't like it.
Do I want my personality to be hobbled man?
That's what it is.
That's a shame.
But it happens. We are actually seeing each other for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And the first time in forever.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome to my home.
It's nice. Thank you for having us.
It's okay.
It's appreciated. No, it's not just okay. It's a great home.
Do you know
you open the doors for us?
Do you know what's nice is that usually when we do this podcast, it's late at night.
Yeah.
The kids are asleep.
They are asleep.
And I'm pretty noisy, so I have to do it in my garage. I've built like a little cardboard hobo shed. But today, as a special treat, I get to sit inside at the big kids' table.
You were allowed in at the big kids' table. It's not like the janky table at Thanksgiving that you have to sit on, eating off of, Chinette, and you're actually here. This is real inside.
There's heat, which is really a treat for me.
It's cold outside.
The climate is controlled.
I'm not big on the outside right now. It's cold. We thought about doing this outside, and I'm glad we did not. That would have been the shortest episode of the Brody Mo In-Law Show. I would have tapped out very early on in the episode. So, yeah, thanks for having us, and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What's been the highlight of Thanksgiving for you so far?
Let's see. I mean, having everybody here is great.
Yeah.
It's always good to have family around.
Especially this year when you can't see people.
When you're not supposed to have family around. So maybe breaking the law has been the highlight, I guess.
Don't call, the sheriff. Mm-hmm. I would say Sheriff Joe, but he's not the sheriff up here. Or down in the valley now.
Or anywhere.
He's not sheriff, so we're good. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll edit all this out anyway to make sure no one gets on us about it.
Yeah, take all that part out. Has that happened? Like the police are coming and telling people to stop hanging out with their families?
I have to imagine it's happening somewhere, right?
Somewhere they're kicking people out.
Because they've written this regulation into law. Right? Our lawyer's here, Chelsea.
Lawyer.
Is it a real law that people can't hang out together?
So it could be like a county ordinance, maybe. I doubt any county has actually passed something like that. So to say it's an actual law, I think is a stretch.
Brody and Mo In-Law Show is not responsible for any of the legal ramifications or using any of the laws. I'm sorry, I just want to give a disclaimer that we are not a legal show, and if you follow our legal advice, you may end up in hot water.
Definitely don't follow our legal advice. The other thing it could be is an executive order from a mayor or a governor, probably more likely a governor.
Hypothetical situation, if I didn't want to hang out with my family anymore, could I say it's an ordinance, I need to leave, I'm breaking the law right now, and I don't want to be held responsible for that, hypothetically, completely?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Are you trying to tell me something, Brody? You're already in the house.
I just wanted to make sure I was
welcome to leave anytime you want.
I just wanted to make sure I had my ducks in a row, all right? I still want my Christmas presents from you, so I don't want it to be like I was mean to you. I'm just trying to follow the law, man. This is strange. But good. In a good, strange way.
It feels exactly the same to me.
Does it really?
It does. Nothing has changed.
Really? Oh. You're better at Zoom than me. That's probably why.
I spend a lot of time. Well, you spend more time on Zoom than any human being on planet Earth.
True. That's very true. Spend a healthy dose of time on Google Meets. Not so much on Zoom.
Do you not do Zoom?
No, but Google Meets, yeah. But it's the same. It's different, but the same.
This is why we've had to switch over to my Zoom account, because yours kept getting logged out. That's right.
I can't get kicked out.
So thank you to NAU for unofficially sponsoring our show.
Shout out if you're thinking about higher education. Bring your aspirations.
No. Gross.
That's what they say.
I know, it's
you
the real thing.
Gross.
It's terrible. Oh, I can. And I will.
Emily's giving me the stink eye. I can feel it right now. She's behind me, but I'm just going to keep going on because I can feel the stink eye.
Speaking of girls that are behind you, we got two little girls bedded down for naps.
Oh, man.
Down the hall.
It's touch and go for a minute.
We've had some sleep
issues. Yeah.
The past few days.
What's the key to putting a child down to sleep? Have you found it yet?
Well, I've watched Frozen 2 a couple times, and apparently all you do is pick them up and start singing an ancient lullaby, and they fall asleep within seconds.
We were talking about that earlier today. That's the most unbelievable part of the whole movie. By far, not even close. Like, I can believe the whole ice coming out of hands, and somehow they, like, this little turtle gecko thing catches a forest on fire. That all makes sense, but you put a toddler to sleep in 9 seconds. Nope.
Not a chance.
Nope. I'm out.
But they've been good. They've been little buddies, hanging out, watching some movies.
They've been great.
Playing some puzzles and movies and hanging out with grandma and grandpa and uncles and aunts, and it's been fun. They actually have been really, really good. It's been a good time, but the sleep part to round it all out needs some work. We're getting there.
There.
His nap is a step in the right direction.
I know.
Are they both asleep? I haven't even looked. Posey is standing up in her crib, wandering around. So
Yay!
Step 1, no.
Don't have step 1.
Hi, Posey.
Is my daughter asleep?
Yes.
Oh, we got 1 for 2. That's not bad.
Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
By the end of this, she'll be asleep. We'll keep an eye out.
Unless we get rowdy and we're starting to watch. We're watching the Nebraska game, Iowa.
That's right. We are watching Nebraska, Iowa. What's the score here? We had 13-all at halftime.
I think Nebraska just scored.
2013 Nebraska.
20-13 Nebraska. Cornhuskers. We're unofficial Nebraska fans. We can be Nebraska fans.
I feel like I'm pretty officially a Nebraska fan. I've been out of state to see them twice at this point.
Okay, yeah, you're a Cornhusker.
I have to. I picked them up. The year I decided to become a fan was the year that they played Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship and lost by 150. Ever since then, they've been through 3 coaches and have never been back to the championship game.
Oh.
So it's not Arizona sports that are the problem. It's me that's the problem.
Man, I'm going to be a good brother-in-law and I'm going to say, no, it's not you, it's the team, but you might be onto something.
It's definitely me.
There is a weird coincidence right now of losing teams in you.
Let's look at the facts. Arizona was supposed to open up the season with NAU.
That didn't happen.
2 teams I have a connection to. Game got canceled.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Me. My fault.
You gave them COVID?
Maybe. I'm on NAU's campus sometimes. I did.
Oh. You're the reason we can't have basketball. Well, we're going to have basketball later tonight. Grambling State.
Grambling State. Give me some predictions for that game. What's the line?
I just saw that it started at 3, and I'm gonna use my Cox login to watch it.
The line is 3.
I have no expectations for this year. I don't know what to expect. No practice time, no real exhibition openers. Just here's the season. Good luck.
And 11 new guys on the roster.
Yeah, everybody's new. So, kudos to Zeke Najee though, and Josh Green and Nico all getting drafted. Going to do great things in the NBA. That's good.
27-point line. Arizona's a 27-point favorite.
So what do you think?
I take Grambling on that.
Yeah,
27 points.
You think they can beat them by 27?
I think they can. I don't think they will.
Oh. Okay, I'll go with Arizona to cover it.
Over-under's 136 points.
I'm going to go over. No, I'm going to go under. That's wrong. I'm going to go under because at the end of the game, they're going to be up by so much, they're going to put in just people who've never played before.
Oh,
and they're just going to throw up random threes like I would if I was in the game.
What you referred to aptly as the GPA boosting portion of your roster.
GPA boosters. Guy that's played 12 minutes in 4 years.
Thanksgiving sports so far. We've got Arizona, we've got Grambling State.
Yep.
We've got a little bit of football going on.
Got some football.
We watched a television program last night.
We did.
Recommended by you and Chelsea.
Yeah.
About incredibly obscure sports in air quotes.
I'm going to say
competitions, maybe.
Yeah.
One of which was cheese rolling.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm in.
Fascinating. Kind of a mockumentary. It's a real documentary, but there's sort of underlying tone of mockage. happening.
Well, I mean, it's narrated by Rainn Wilson, so I think his natural cadence has a little mockery to it. So, I mean, yeah, but the cheese rolling, that's a thing in England. They roll cheese down a hill and everybody chases it, and people break stuff.
Yeah, there's a
Like
lot of pain involved in this sport.
Concussions and broken collarbones and feet that point the wrong direction at the end, and it was a lot to handle.
They claim nobody's broken a neck or a back. Neither of us believe that to be true.
I think that's a fake news story. Somebody has, the way they're falling, dude, somebody has definitely had a spinal fracture of some kind.
Without a doubt.
Or a cracked skull or something.
Someone has died and they buried them at the bottom of that hill and no one will ever know.
So to put it in perspective, if you haven't seen this show on Netflix, like this cheese roll one, the hill is like 100 meters. It's like 110 meters or something. And it's at a 45-degree angle. You don't think that's a lot. And then you see it from the top and you're like, oh my gosh. And there's like crevices and holes. And I mean, people fly down this thing and they tumble and fall and you got limbs going everywhere. It's intense.
Literally flying.
Flying.
People will hit a bump while running and start flying without any landing gear.
Just hopefully gravity takes over and softens the blow somehow. I don't know, but it's pretty. And then they have rugby players as their backstop. Did you catch that?
I didn't know they were rugby players. They had a whole
players.
Line of like an army of people ready to catch you at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, they're rugby players, like the big dudes. Like they're just catching these people. It's got to be like hitting a wall, right? Like
it's not soft. Like, there's no good way to end, begin, or middle of this race.
It's just you do it for the cheese, man. You do it for the cheese.
Okay, so this got you to ask me given that football is something we can't really participate in as lay people. Not professional football. It's not our thing.
Yeah.
Plus, we can't even attend the games anymore because of the pandemic.
Right.
So we were talking about in lieu of football, which is your traditional Thanksgiving sporting event that the family gathers around or attempts to play in the backyard after dinner.
Yeah.
Getting rid of that, what obscure sport then takes the place of that?
That's the thing. Like, what? So I was asking you this. What is something that everybody could either do or participate in at the family dinner that's not football, that's like grandma could do? She doesn't have to. Grandma doesn't have to. But she could, right? Like we've played some different games, in the Schlittenhart family dinner this go round. I'm thinking like, what's an obscure sport or competition that we could do that would qualify as a sport?
See,
what do you think?
I wanted to go with the board game because it got pretty heat. Like there's some competitive nature in that.
100% cheated yesterday and I still lost. And I'm really upset about that. I need to learn how to cheat better.
Yeah, you too.
Your dad's like, you're already cheating. I was like, yes, I am. I admit. I'm not going to sweep anything under the rug. I have lost like 3 games in a row. I'm tired of this.
Love languages, give gifts.
Do you have something to add over there? Do you have something to add to the podcast?
Talking about Christmas.
Did you bring enough for the whole class? Come over here and talk about Christmas real quick then.
No, we're just talking about we don't want anything. We don't want stuff.
They said they don't want stuff for Christmas, and I already know, I've been married for 4 years. I know that's a lie. So, Mo, what do you got?
Oh, I believe her. I know she doesn't want anything for Christmas. So this is a complete departure from where
we'll come back.
Board games. Board games was the answer. Yay, we did it.
Right, okay,
Our quickest answer ever.
A quick segment.
Our agreement is that we buy something together in the year, and that constitutes our Christmas present.
Okay.
This year, super fun. We painted our house. So now,
Fantastic.
what is there left to get?
You've reached the pinnacle of gift giving.
And then at this point, there's no pressure at Christmas time. It's like you're not worried about that. You can just together get the gifts for the other people in your lives.
See,
and it's wonderful. There's no pressure. It's the best.
I need to adopt that because I'm the world's worst gift giver.
I disagree with
horrible.
that. Both of you are incredibly thoughtful gift givers.
He's very thoughtful.
That's the key to gift giving is thoughtfulness.
It's just not great. That's what she said. And it's true. It's true. It's not a great gift giving.
Sorry, honey.
This is a whole family podcast now.
It is.
No cussing, guys.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Keep it clean, please.
We've done this so many times.
Although we do have a
Except for
bleep
Kel,
button now.
because of Kel.
We did have a bleep button. But anyways,
Good job, Uncle Kel. So Brody is a very thoughtful gift giver, and I think that's actually his downfall is that he overthinks it. And so rather than just, going with like a standby or just like, yes, that's a nice thing, let's get it. He's like, it's got to be really special and it's got to be something you'd never get otherwise. And so one year I received a framed picture of his Jeep. And
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, let's look at the criteria though. Something very special.
very special.
Something you'd never get otherwise.
Never have purchased for myself.
Never would have done for yourself. The trifecta, dude. What
Yeah,
a gift.
home run.
What a gift.
It's all gone downhill from there. That was like our first Christmas together.
That same year, I think I received a book called The Basic Butchering of Livestock and Game.
You never know when you have to butcher your own livestock. Look, 4 years ago, I didn't think we'd be in a pandemic. We might have to start butchering our own. I just want you to be prepared.
Thanks, honey.
This all sounds very reasonable to me, if I'm being honest. I don't know what the issue is.
The other thing he said he was going to get me, and then we, in fact, as a couple, decided not to get that, was an ice maker for the counter.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually would have been a good gift because we both really like Sonic-style ice, and so it was one that made one like that. But those things are like $600.
You just keep it on your counter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're kind of large and bulky, too, I think was the other downfall to that. But that actually would have been fun to have.
I mean,
So,
I like ice, but
It's
you
a
can
lot.
buy a lot of bags of
That's-
Sonic ice for $600.
yeah, you could do a lot with
like
that.
a lot.
I could just get a hammer and smash up the ice I have right now and
That's
get pretty
right.
close.
That's right. But this year we're actually done for Christmas because we bought running boards for the Jeep.
Yay!
we
Nailed
did.
So there you go.
Yeah. There you go.
And a dog diagnostic test.
And our dog is a very expensive free dog.
Yeah.
We have a very, very, very expensive free dog.
So Merry Christmas.
So, Merry Christmas.
Love you, honey.
What were you saying about your dad being his love language is gift giving, and how that is not ours whatsoever?
Correct. This is a little bit of a tight squeeze.
That's how I feel every night in the garage shed when we do this. So, welcome to my world.
Except for this is warm.
Yeah,
Just
this
make
is
it cold
nice.
and this is you. Spinning image.
I was saying to Chelsea that my dad his love language is giving gifts. So when we just saw him recently, the amount of gifts that Posey got, I'm keeping some of them for her second and third birthday.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because it was quite a lot of Frozen
Oh.
memorabilia.
Aw.
That is how he shows it, though. Like, he clearly very much loves that girl.
Yes.
There you go.
And he's done
What's-
that since I've known him.
Yes, he'll just bring tons and tons of gifts and then give them every few hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know
like
they're
a
still
cycle of
coming.
gifts.
It's not even holiday based either. It's like
No.
when we went to Utah with them,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
like constantly. That's how he expresses things.
Yes, it's very, very kind.
Incredibly, I don't identify with it whatsoever. I
Neither
could
do I.
not replicate it if I tried.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is incredibly kind.
But
Yes.
man, what a way to relate to grandkids. Like at some point,
Oh,
that is
yes.
going to be
Absolutely.
huge.
We have all the Frozen Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
So that we're
Oh,
going to
wow.
hold for her third birthday
Wow.
That's
because she can't have them till she's 3.
They're in fact not safe
Wow.
until she's
Yeah, he
3.
was like, "Oh, I didn't notice. It says 3+." So
Oh, wow.
we have that for the future.
I think gift giving, it's good. I get very conscious about
yeah,
gift
that's
giving.
the
Like,
thing. You worry too
you're
much
just like,
about
this is
it.
bad.
But
And
it's never
all right.
bad.
I guess that's true.
Well, I mean, you did give a butchering animals book to your wife, so
I mean, but his family owns a meat house, so it's part of the
okay.
McGuire lore, if you will.
no, I was saying that was a good
I
good
see.
gift.
I see.
You're worried about not giving good
I
things.
see.
I love you as much as a book. Here, learn how to butcher me something. Pull your weight around here.
Do you like receiving gifts?
Yeah, I mean, I like receiving gifts. I don't know. I don't like the spotlight on me.
Yeah.
That's a, like when we're opening gifts, like everybody's like, yeah, what'd you get? And I'm like, I'm going to go in the other room.
And that was
I
a
don't know.
really interesting thing for me when we first started doing holidays together
Yeah.
as families, because Mo knows our family is very much individual gift opening. So you like have a system and it's this person's turn and you all watch that person open the gift and you all react to it. His family, it's like everyone has their pile of gifts in front of them, start opening, and you all open them at the same time. And so the idea of everyone watching him opening a gift gave Brody such heavy anxiety the first couple, and even now still a little bit. But then me getting to the McGuire celebration, I was like, how? But wait, I gave that to you. Like I wanted to watch you
Yeah.
open it. Like what's going on? And so that's been an interesting combination.
Realistically, I like the Brody style better. Because anything that adds anxiety to this is a bad thing. Like, if it's going to make things harder... No, you don't like that system?
No, I like watching people open up their gifts as well.
No,
It's
that's fair.
probably if
fun.
you're a gift giver, that's the point of it, right? Like you want to see people opening it. So it's a blend there. I don't know what it is, but it's just strange. I just don't know, like gift giving. I don't know what to give. Here's things. Here's a gift card. I don't know. You can't give somebody a gift card though that you're like.
You
Your
give me a
wife.
gift card anytime.
I'll give you a gift card.
You give me a gift card, any gift, anytime.
I'll give you
love
a
gift
I'll give you a
cards.
gift card to Podbean. How about that?
Love it. You already did, and you
already
said
did.
that was my Christmas present, and I'm holding you to it. Speaking of which, Brody and Mo-in-law show is now on what? Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Spotify,
YouTube,
YouTube. I think
Facebook,
Twitter. Carrier pigeon, smoke signal.
Laser light show.
Laser light show, snail mail, email, mail. I'm just making up words.
Email.
You just come on in anytime. Oh, I'm running out of gas here. So, yeah.
I think being a gift receiver is hard if you're not a gift giver.
Yeah,
because there's like for
that's
me,
true.
there's a weird amount of like it's almost guilt. Where you feel like I did not get a good gift for someone else. I know they got me one.
Yeah,
now
that's
I'm gonna
true.
get this cool, thoughtful thing, and I gave them like a rag for the car.
I heard you like washing your car. Here's a microfiber towel. Thank you for. What's a good gift? See, I don't even know what a good gift
I
is.
once got a microfiber mop as a gift from my sister-in-law.
That's an interesting story because that almost came from me. She almost conned me into buying you one. And I was like, I'm smart enough to know not to buy my wife a mop. I'm not a good gift giver, but I have that much in my back pocket that I am not buying her a mop.
That was the right choice.
That's the right choice. I love you. Now go mop.
How's the posy
Baby watch.
nap situation?
Baby
Phase
update.
3, baby is kicking her feet in the air and rolling around.
Well, she's laying
She's
down.
laying down.
All right.
That, we
See
have
if-
gone
See
from
if she's screaming. Nope.
Nope,
She's
she's
quiet.
quiet.
She's
All
just
right.
kicking.
It's all right.
Plan.
Kicking about. What else? What else is on the docket here?
I don't remember. I came up with the obscure sports thing. After that, it was on you.
what was the obscure sports thing?
Well, we
All
determined
right, so-
what the best sport was for Thanksgiving.
Oh, and
Board games.
oh,
But I think we didn't get quite. What is like? So what's a good game that?
but what board games?
So
That's the thing,
Here
like,
was,
so-
here was
That
the
depends.
premise of
Yeah.
it was Thanksgiving is usually like there's the sports on Thanksgiving is football. That's what people watch. That's what people play in the backyard. This year with COVID, people couldn't go to football games. A lot of games are getting canceled. Like people aren't watching it as much. People aren't getting together as much. They can't play football. What is something like what we were watching with that We Are the Champions show, like an obscure or maybe not even yet in existence sport that you could put out at Thanksgiving that your entire family could participate in and it would still feel like a sport, like a competitive sport? It doesn't have to be a thing that exists. You could make something up.
Got it.
Yeah. See, because like my first gut reaction was gonna be like something eating, right? Because Thanksgiving's all about eating. But then, do you want to watch people eat a lot? I don't know if I do.
Well, and that takes away from the meal itself too.
That's
like
true.
You want to focus on eating that meal as opposed to the thing you're competitively eating. So yeah, I don't think eating is the way to go.
That was just my gut reaction. But board games, if it's gonna be a board game, because you got to think about grandma. Grandma's not gonna go out and play tackle football with you. Well, maybe she will. I don't know. But
Your mom,
Maybe.
grandma would.
yeah, that's true.
She's pretty athletic.
That's true. But what would be a sport that everybody could play? Like physical limitations or anything like I don't know.
Like it's
I have
like
no idea.
minute to win it is kind of where I'm going with this. A series of games with varying skill levels so that maybe some people are good at the others and some are better at the others, and then you have a collaboration or conglomeration of scores. That's kind of where my head's going right now. It's maybe too complicated.
I was trying to think of something that I'm really good at that I could actually win, because we played word games last night and I lost miserably. That's where I was
All
going.
lost miserably to my grandmother.
Yeah, Grandma was tearing it up.
She was making up words, though. I
Was
don't know
she?
if you all saw.
No.
But there were words that weren't really words.
No.
I don't mean to throw grandma under the bus, but there were times where I was like, is anyone going to catch her? I'm not going to say anything.
Grandma.
Now
Most
we
of the
know.
words were correct, but some of them were not.
What about Wii bowling? Is Wii bowling enough of a sport?
I like that.
It's an actual sport with
Yeah.
bowling, but you don't require any athletic or physical ability.
Correct. You can do it sitting down.
So like just Wii Sports, because you could do like what Chelsea's
Definitely.
saying. You could do bowling, and aren't there other ones that you can play darts?
Yeah,
or
see,
something?
this is the safest
The golf.
possible answer because that's what they design Wii Sports to be, was
Right,
something
just-
everybody could. So I don't like that answer.
Okay,
It
so
can't be right because it's Occam's razor, but in reverse. And
gotcha.
it can't be right because it's too simple.
Got it.
Yep, that baby is awake.
Put the baby to sleep.
Spelling football.
Put the baby to sleep is a good
Who can
sport.
get the baby to sleep the quickest? That's it. That's the ultimate sport.
Wait, what about like a Thanksgiving murder mystery dinner?
How'd you go from putting a baby to sleep to murder mystery?
I don't just.
What do you?
It wasn't
Both
a
are very
connection.
mysterious, in
Wasn't
fairness.
a connection. I'm just was trying to think of something that doesn't necessarily require like physical activity, but that everyone can participate in throughout the day.
Could be a murder mystery. It's possible.
What about like a politics smackdown? Like Thanksgiving's all about arguing politics with your family, right?
Like have a debate with a moderator.
Like a real, yes, like
That's
a
it.
real debate.
Like about matters that we care about.
No, about politics.
Oh,
Like,
about politics.
Make
Oh,
it as bad as the
oh.
real thing.
Oh,
here.
okay,
We need
okay.
it to be miserable.
So that way everyone
Like-
just hates each other by the time
Yes.
they leave.
Everybody's
Exactly.
mad at everybody for every reason, and nobody talks at the end. Like
Yes.
we got 30 minutes. Everybody get it all out now.
Uh-huh.
No more talking. That's when the football game starts. Everybody watch that.
So it's a combo. Football still exists in this.
Yeah. So it's like if you still have pent up frustration, we're going to go outside and play football and you can hit each other. Or if you just don't want to talk and just want to sit for a minute, you can watch football on TV.
Political football.
Political football. I think we've got it. You get you stump the other person, you get a first down. You get them to cuss at you, that's a touchdown.
Okay, so you score the politics side, and then you play football with regular rules, and whoever wins the aggregate score.
Oh, so you have like the mental stimulation of like politics to physical,
You've got a debate moderator with a clicker,
Yep.
giving points for good stuff,
right?
subtracting for the bad, and
Right.
then you compile those scores up with football games.
This is what we have.
And there should be some kind of drinking element to it.
Maybe that's how you bring the grandmas into it. Is the more you drink, the more points you get during the debate portion. Then or through the whole thing, grandmas can contribute by just getting hammered.
Hammered Grandma political debate 2021 Thanksgiving.
Hammered
the name of
Grandma
this
Political Football. I think it's the name of the episode.
Hammered Grandma political football. If that doesn't make you click on this, then I don't know what does. Okay, baby update. How are we doing? Last baby update.
Not good. Okay, maybe she cleaned out her system. It sounds like there was some stink patrol.
Oh, we had some
got that
issues.
taken care of. We're getting another bottle. We're going to try again. Here's hoping.
Usually works for me.
Try.
It was right there. It had to be said.
It did. It did. Brody, what do you got for us number wise?
I think that this number is very important and kind of something that's near and dear. I'm going to pick 49, Mo. 49 gets picked this time because, as you know, Chelsea and I are season ticket holders to the Coyotes. You've gone to a few games, and we lost a member of the pack this week right before Thanksgiving. Leighton Accardo, who battled cancer very violently, kind of succumbed to her illness and passed away right before Thanksgiving. So I want to count to 49 because that was her number.
She was a hero. She is a hero.
She is a hero. She is a hero for sure. All right, here we go. And $10. And $10. $10 here. $10. Now 20. And $20 here. $20. Now 30. And $30 bidder there. $30. Now 40. And $40 here. $45 here. $45. 46. And $47 here. $40 here. 49 for Leighton. And now 50 here. $50 bidder. $50 here. 50. Sold it. 49. Leighton Accardo, we miss you. We love you. Thank you for being the warrior that you were.
Everybody else, thanks for listening to the Brody and Mo In-Law Show. Thanks for Chelsea and Emily for being on. Thanks for Posey for kind of being on.
Yeah, she was on.
In a way, yeah, she was there.
Yeah,
she was there.
Yeah.
Sadie was here too. Silent partner. Silent gift partner.
Yep.
If you want to get in touch with us, you can find us at InLawShaw on Twitter. You can email us at bmils2020@gmail.com, or you can find us on a slew of other things based on our Podbean account. Thank you to Brody for putting that together. We're all over the internet now. So this is for posterity's sake, good or bad. It's out there. Too late. We can't take it back. So everybody, thanks for listening. Otherwise, we'll see you all next week.
Bye, guys.